Yo, what's going on, everybody? We are back. We've got a live stream for you. It's been a little while since we've done a live stream, but we're here to talk about XRP. We're here to talk about crypto a little bit. And yeah, why not, right? A lot going on in the space. We've got a big day tomorrow, just shy of 24 hours away from a big decision from the feds and the Federal Reserve, that is. And of course, Jerome Powell will take the stage. So I wanted to kind of get into that, take a look at the overall market. You know, it's been a little while since we've done a live stream. It's tough now because we do the Crypto Breakfast Club daily. So much of my morning is preparing for that, getting some videos out. But it's always good to do a live stream when we can. So welcome in, guys. Go ahead and hit the like button if you haven't already. Definitely help us out, push us up there in the algorithm, and definitely subscribe to the channel if you have not already as well. We got a bunch of people in the house. What's going on? GM to everybody. Henry's in the house. We got Mark. What's up, Jimmy? Disc Golf Stevie. What's going on, bro? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hello, everyone. Welcome in here. Definitely want to take some questions, hang out with you guys a little bit, and take a look at the overall market. A little bit of a pullback here with Bitcoin and ETH and everything else, but Ethereum's actually holding up pretty well. So is XRP, still comfortably above the $3 level. And honestly, as long as we stay above that $3 level, you guys can see on the monthly time frame here, you know, I kind of like where we are right now. We're range bound. We popped up very quickly to that 365 number. Just kind of, you know, coming back down, testing some, you know, $3 support twice. You know, we bounced off it twice back on the 24th, and we bounced off it on the 25th as well. So still up about 43% on the month for XRP. And the sentiment around XRP and crypto is still very good. Still very good. But I wanted to get into kind of some of the big topics here today, some of the big storylines. I'm drinking my coffee, just kind of waking up. So getting my caffeine fix here this morning with you guys. And yeah, just wanted to come over here and hang out for a bit. So yeah, we'll take a look at what the trading indicator is signaling. We'll take a look at that here in a second. On the daily, we still have, you know, a momentum up that flashed, you know, down here at 240. And if you draw the line up, we're still up 30%. Now, if you'd have sold it at this top heavy part, you know, we saw a 53, 52% move in about 9 days. But this was the buy signal on XRP on the daily, was right around that 240 level. As soon as this daily marker closed, $2.40. That was our last buy signal. We have not received a sell-off signal yet on the daily. Now, if we zoom into the 12-hour, let's see if anything changes. So on the 12-hour, we got our momentum up way down here at 218. So if you run that up a little over a month's time, you could see here we're up 43% in a little over a month. On the 12-hour. So a lot of it does depend on which time frames you're looking at. Now we're going to get a momentum down here on the 4-hour. So on the 4-hour, from our last momentum up, which is down here at 217, and we got the momentum down at 313, right in here, actually 332. That was still a 53% move. I like the 4-hour quite a bit when I'm trading XRP. So if you'd have just followed this to a T here in the last month, 53%, you could have took this trade, you know, on leverage if you wanted to, or even spot, right? A separate bag. Some people like to trade and then hold a long-term bag. That's what I like to do. I like to have a long-term position where I've accumulated, you know, over time. And then I also have some different bags, whether they're spot or, you know, perps, shorting and longing. You know, I do those kind of separately, right? So if you guys are interested, crypto.com is a great place to trade. There's a link down below in the description for that. But I got to tell you about my free newsletter. I don't know if you guys saw this. If you're watching my videos, name, email, submit. That's it. And you're going to have a free newsletter 3 times a week coming into your inbox. There's a link at the top of the description of the live stream. So highly encourage you guys to get the free newsletter if you haven't already. Definitely encourage you to do that. It's totally free. All this guy does is talk about XRP. Riggs, we talk about a lot, brother. A lot on the channel. If you've been around this page for a while, you know that we talk about a lot of different things. We're invested in, good Lord, I couldn't even tell you how many altcoins. And we trade a lot too. We trade a lot in the intermediate too. But so tomorrow is going to be a big day. The next federal interest rate decision is due up tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern, 2:30. Jay Powell will take the stage. And the U.S. Fed announces its decisions regarding interest rates 8 times a year. So they do this 8 times a year during federal open market committee meetings, approximately every 6 weeks. These decisions determine whether or not the central bank will raise, which is a rate hike, lower, rate cut, or leave the current interest rate unchanged, with each outcome having different end goals and objectives. So the current federal funds rate target range is 4.25 to 4.5%. This target range is maintained since December 18, 2024, marking the 4th consecutive FOMC meeting without a rate change. So we did have a change late in 2024 in December. We have not had a change with the rates yet here in 2025. And if you look at the full schedule, they kept it the same in January. They kept it the same in March. They kept it the same in May. They kept it the same in June. And now here we are in July. Here we are in July. And all indications are that things will remain the same, but you never know. And it could have major crypto implications no matter what the decision is tomorrow. Okay. No matter what the decision is tomorrow, a lot of the attention and focus will be on how Jerome Powell talks about the future and later this year. So regardless if they, make changes to the rates, tomorrow, I'm going to be watching very closely to kind of see the sentiment for the rest of the year, because then we've got September, we've got October, and we've got December. And I do expect at least 2 rate cuts toward the back half of this year. That's kind of what I'm looking at. So a lot of people ask, what is the effect when the Federal Reserve increases interest rates? Borrowing becomes more expensive when we get a rate hike for consumers and businesses. This can slow consumer spending, business investment, and economic growth, while also strengthening the U.S. dollar. Higher rates help control inflation, but can weaken the housing market, increase debt burdens, and if raised too aggressively, risk triggering a recession. Now, what happens when they cut rates is what we're expecting to see at some point this year. This allows borrowing to become cheaper for consumer and businesses. This can encourage consumer spending, business investment, and economic growth. This is why this would be good for risk on assets like crypto. And it weakens the US dollar and makes exports more competitive. Lower rates can boost the stock market, can boost the crypto market and housing demand, but may also lead to inflation, reducing savings returns and asset bubbles if not managed carefully. So there's risks on both sides here. There's risks on both sides here. Will we go up today? The verdict's still out. We're going to see what happens at market open. I don't really like to have too many opinions on the market until 9:30 a.m. Eastern. That's when traditional markets open. We have seen crypto get volatile around these time frames. But overall, Bitcoin has been kind of hanging in the balance a little bit. We saw a dip all the way down to 117.5, but we held it pretty nicely. We even saw a recent dip down to 115 and bounced pretty nicely. So, I mean, Bitcoin still looks pretty good. Bitcoin still looks, solid here, trending sideways, kind of waiting for the next big break. We did see 122 back in about 2 weeks ago. We got up to 122. We didn't quite, get back there. A couple different times we got up to, 120. Alex, what do you got open right now? I'm curious. What positions do you have open? Where are you at for futures? I've got a lot of places you guys could trade futures if you're wanting to. Bitify, BTCC, crypto.com, all partners here of the channel. So there's all those links down below if you guys are interested in that. But I'm curious to see what kind of positions you're holding and just give some general thoughts around it. We do have some cryptos up. Conflux, man, this thing is flying. Look at this. This did a similar move about 10 days ago. CFX absolutely sending, and I have no idea why. This thing's come all the way back up from the basement down at 7 cents, but this thing's been around for a really long time, still way down from its all-time highs, but definitely some volatility there with that chart. Tron is actually up a little bit. I want to look at BNB here. BNB, man, has been phenomenal. BNB has been great. Very quietly, I might add, too. So, I mean, a little bit of a pullback, but I mean, BNB here on the monthly chart still looks phenomenal. Still creating higher lows, even with this recent pullback. Look at that. We printed a higher low, came back down to 816, and bounced back up to 825. BNB still looks very, very good here. We have not even, we have not broke down at all. We're still creating higher highs, higher lows. So BNB looks really good. Ethereum still looks really good too. Very similar to the BNB chart in terms of, still creating higher lows on the pullbacks. We got dangerously close to 4K a couple different times. And most recently, I think was over the weekend. Yeah, it was yesterday actually. 3936 in the last 24 hours. So we're still pretty close to that all-time high, about 22% away from the all-time high on ETH. XRP's monthly looks a little bit different, but we are still holding this range, and really we're holding the psychological level of $3. Very similarly, if you guys remember, not that long ago, we were talking about $2 for XRP and how that was the big support line, and that was the psychological level. Well, the $2 level now has become the $3 level. Just like that. Right? So staying above the $3 level is going to be psychological, and honestly, it's kind of becoming some technical supports too. If we look at some of the moving averages, if we come back over here to XRP, go to the technicals, you could see here shorter term time frames, especially like the 20-day, we're at 306 on our EMA. And if you look at our longer term time frames, like our 200-day, I mean, technically, if we stay above the 200-day moving averages, which is the EMA here 200, $2.30 is our last line of support. So I mean, if you're looking at it from a long-term perspective, as long as we're above 230, we look pretty good. We're about 24 hours away from the Fed decision, guys. So they have maintained the funds rate at 4.25 to 4.5. However, Fed officials expect to make 225 basis point rate cuts later in 2025. That matches the number of cuts projected back in March before Trump's sweeping Liberation Day. And the next meeting is tomorrow. And again, tomorrow's a big day, not so much for the decision, because I do think they're going to remain the same, but it's a big thing for the markets based on what Jerome Powell says that will impact the rest of the year. It could set the stage then for, the rest of this summer and fall, taking us all the way into September. Because after tomorrow, the Fed won't meet again until September 15th and 16th. And we can learn a lot from what Jerome Powell says. So that's kind of what we're looking at here for the next 24 hours. And I do suspect we'll get some volatility. We usually do with interest rate decisions. Do I think we'll see a move? Most likely no. And the experts are saying probably not. Guys, hit the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe down below. Appreciate everybody being here. Let's see what else we got here. What has sold off the most? Let's see. Fart coins down to 115. Bonks down to 3-1. Could be looking for some, entries here on a couple of these cryptos that are down significantly. I'm not touching pump.fun, that's for sure. But Fartcoin here could look interesting. Let's see. All right, so here in the last month, we've bounced off of this 105, 102 range. So if we come back down and test that 105, that could be a decent entry on Fartcoin. And honestly, I mean, depending on how you're trying to play this, if you're looking at it short term, yeah, I would say anywhere around that 105 mark is a decent entry on Fartcoin, because the minute Solana picks back up, we'll see Fart make a turn. And obviously, look at Fartcoin, Bonk, and Pengu. Those are the clear winners right now on Solana when it comes to meme coins. So I mean, Pengu could be interesting here too. Where's Pengu at? How far is it sold off? Let's see here. Pepe's down. Pepe could be an interesting play too. A lot of people still like Whiff. I've kind of left that one in the dust. I've got a position open on Bonk. Honestly, it's like right in this range. So I'm going to hold that though for a little bit longer term time frame. There's Pengu. Pengu came down to 3953. Pengu's chart still looks phenomenal in the monthly here. Still up 200%. We're still printing higher lows, even with this pullback. I mean, as long as we're above the 3.5 level here, things look good for a broader uptrend still with Pengu. As long as, we don't get a massive sell-off on Bitcoin, which will produce a massive sell-off on Solana, et cetera, et cetera. And then it's that trickle-down effect. But, Sol's holding up decent here. Sol looks very similar to the Pengu chart, honestly. Like almost identical. So Pengu, Bonk are probably my top two on Sol right now, and then Fartcoin in terms of Solana memes. Swee's back down to 389, 388 after we popped up to what, 440? But I still love Swee here. I mean, in this overall market that we're in, could be looking for a decent entry on Swee. Yeah, here on the 7-day, I mean, a back test of 360 would not be shocking if we get a continuation flush. Anywhere from 360, 370 would not be bad, because once we bounce, we'll be back over $4 in no time on SWE. If you're looking at it short term or just spot. Let me put some tunes on here in the background for you guys. It shouldn't be too loud. Let me know how that sounds. See what other news we've got here. Let's go to our handy dandy news aggregator. Excuse me. Let's see XRP price prediction for tomorrow. Let's see what they're saying. All right, we broke out from 220 to 360 in under 2 weeks. So we've got what they're calling a demand zone on XRP at 310, 315. So a demand zone is where people want to buy it. 310, 315. So we're in that zone right now. On the daily chart, structure remains bullish. XRP holding above previous resistance zones near 280. And then, as we mentioned earlier, that $3 level, the psychological level of $3. So, I mean, that's our first stop, $3. I mean, basically $2 has turned into $3 from a psychological standpoint and a resistance technical standpoint. Let's see here. So the weekly Fibonacci retracement levels place $3.08, which has served as a pivot since July 25th. This area is now functioning as a near-term magnet for price action. As long as XRP remains above that line at 308, the broader trend bias remains intact, meaning XRP should be still in an uptrend. Why is XRP's price going down? Getting rejected at 333 and 334. Yeah, RSI looks pretty good on XRP still. This is our 4-hour, by the way. I mean, 308's our first barrier, and then, I mean, we've dipped down below 308. We've even wicked down below $3, but we've always come back and closed above it. See where these candles come back up and actually close, like right here? We dipped down below the 294, but we closed that 4-hour candle at 306. Right? Even here, we dipped down to 299, but we closed on that candle at 304. So we haven't closed a candle on the 4-hour chart under $3 in a level, in a while, rather, which is good. Here you go. We wicked down to 308, which is that level that they just addressed. Came back and closed the candle at 312. So honestly, we're just kind of coiling up. We're just kind of gearing up for the next big move. Yeah. I'm with you, Modern Creep. Yeah. XRP RSI is great. It came down and liquidated a significant amount of leverage. Exactly. Why are meme coins priced higher than those with utility? Well, dude, that's always a that's always a question that nobody has an answer to, bro. Because crypto, dude. I guess. Got some folks in here this morning. Appreciate y'all for rocking with us. Make sure you guys sign up for the free newsletter, guys. It's going to drop into your inbox 3 times a week. Definitely check it out. Sign up for free. Link down below in the description. You want to build wealth in crypto with stocks included. Going to have a bunch of insight and information for you guys for free. So fire up that newsletter, link at the top of the description. Definitely check it out. We're about an hour away from market open. Is the music pretty good on the background? I'm just curious to hear if that's okay. I mean, Chad, they're doing that with everything, bro. They're doing that with everything. And it's just part of the game. Awesome. Cool. Yeah, Chad. I mean, that's the thing with meme coins. I mean, can you get in and get out before shit hits the fan, right? That's how it is a lot of times. And here on the channel, I mean, we don't shy away from meme coins. We don't build out massive positions, and especially something that's like brand new, right? Do we trade meme coins? Hell yeah. You know, if we can make a play, you know, go for it. But just know that there's a ton of risk associated with that. You know what I mean? And you got to look at things for what they are. You know, building out big positions in, you know, for me, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, these are priorities. Solana, SWI, XLM, HBAR, Pepe. Now Pepe is a meme coin, but that's a different kind of meme coin, right? Top 30. Ondo, Caspa, Bonk, Algorand. Building out strong positions here in the top 100. That's what I do, right? And then sure, we could take some chances on some other stuff. I think a lot of people are looking at HBAR as kind of, you know, a very, very undervalued play right now. I like HBAR a lot. Given the environment that we're in too, and where we're at with, you know, ETFs coming, Clarity Act, HBAR fits the bill, man. I'm with you, 100%. Where's our? There we go. There's not much green right now. That's for sure. It's the top 100. Let's zoom out a little bit. Can we include? Oh, Zebek is up. ZBCN's making a nice move here. So let me share some alpha with you guys. You guys want some alpha? I'm making a play on this. I wonder how I'm doing. I got into it last night. Hopefully it's still alive. And this is obviously there's always risk here, guys. But let me check this before I share it with you. Make sure this thing didn't like fall off a cliff. Shoot. Let's see here. Now we're still alive, and it's looking pretty good actually here. Let me share something with you guys. This is interesting to me. There could be some opportunity here. I need to put this. I need to put this on my Dex Tools list as well. My buddy Zach sent me this. Hold up. All right, Bio. Have you guys seen this? I'm going to follow them. Now let me go back to this. So Coinbase, assets added to the roadmap. Bio Protocol and Euler. I have no idea what the hell these really are. But anytime you get these things that are listed in the roadmap, to be listed, it's definitely worth paying attention to if you can make a play on these. So Bio, if we grab this chart, we're up 16%. Amazing. We got in at 100 mil market cap. So we're bouncing here pretty heavily. Let's go into the daily, though, because look at this. This chart looks awful, right? Since it launched. I'm not saying anything. I mean, it looks terrible. They launched in January, but they're about to get listed on Coinbase. So, like, we're just playing the bounce here. Look at the daily candle. It should have a Coinbase effect, right? So it's definitely high risk, high reward. It's already at 126 mil, but we're up on this already. I put like 350 bucks in, maybe 375, and it's worth like 500 right now. So we're up on the trade. I'm going to star this because I want to watch this. If this Bio thing gets listed to Coinbase, I mean, who knows? We could get a 5 to 7x just from that. So we always want to be, if you guys aren't following Coinbase assets, I would definitely do so because you're going to get that early alpha in terms of when they're going to list things, right? And you can kind of front run some things. Yeah, Lindsay, that's Zebic. The only thing I don't like with ZBCN, and a lot of people like it, the only thing I don't like is the liquidity is super low. But Zebic got real hot from TikTok about a month or two ago. I hold a little bit, nothing too crazy. Yeah, I've heard those rumors too. I just don't like how low that liquidity is, though. That's all. That liquidity is very low. Is this useless coin done now? It's still decent. Down to 308 mil. See, we're in the 101 to 200 range now. The Sun token's still 426 mil, huh? This peanut token's still alive? Crazy. I mean, it's fallen off a cliff, though. I wouldn't touch that. This is one that I like, SNEC on Cardano. Look at this, up 269% on the year still. This one has potential because Cardano has not heated up yet. If Cardano heats up and even gets back to previous all-time highs, where does SNEC go? So honestly, like a big portion of my bet on Cardano is betting on SNEC because if Cardano is going to wake up, SNEC should perform extremely well. I do have a good position in deep. I'm looking at stuff that's 101 to 200 here, like just outside the top 100. Deep has been in the top 100 for a little while. Deep still looks really good, though, when you zoom out. This is a good utility play on SWI. Deep book. 432 mil market cap. We got up to close to $1 billion. Well, Buzz, I mean, right now they're not moving up, but XLM, XRP, XDC, HBAR, I mean, these have been the big movers when we've had, the market in an uptrend. I mean, I think you're onto something in saying like these ISO compliant plays are good plays to make right now. If you're looking at it from a longer term time frame, I think these are good bets. Where's Brett? Brett should be on this list, right? Brett should be 101 to 200. There it is. This is another one I still like. We're down quite a bit on Brett, but when ETH picks up, I like that we're like a 3.5x to all-time highs right now. We got to 1.9 billion at the peak on Brett. Sitting at 552 mil right now. So I still like that. About an hour away now from market open. So do they have an ISO compliant list here? I wish they did. We could do one of these. Yeah, here's your ISO compliant list. Yeah, Cardano, Stellar. Bro, what's up with these pop-up ads? Holy shit. IOTA, which has been around forever. I'm really not touching that one. Quant, interesting. Ripple XRP, of course. Algorand, love it. I thought are they missing a couple here? Or are there only 6? It's Cardano, Stellar. I was not including IOTA. Quant, XRP, Algorand. Oh, HBAR. HBAR's not on there. But I am going to be watching this bio, man. I think this thing can run. If it's going to list on Coinbase. I know this chart looks awful. But, I mean, this would just be a trade. Look at the volume. Picked up like crazy. 1.51 million in volume now. 128 mil market cap. Where was this thing when it actually freaking launched? It launched basically at $1. This would be one of those crazy V-shape recoveries. We see it in crypto, though. Bio. I don't know if you guys saw this. Bio protocol, the Web3 layer for open science. Getting listed to Coinbase. Did they even... Oh, here we go. Congrats to Bio Protocol for being added to the Coinbase Assets listing roadmap. They're calling this like in the DeSci, decentralized science area. Yeah, they retweeted it. Yeah, this could be one to watch. And I wonder what that other asset's doing too, Euler. Here's Euler's address. Let's just check it. Why not? It's only up 4%, 226 mil. Where's the chart? There it is. This thing just launched? Huh. I don't know much about this at all, guys, by the way. This is just me, like, digging in here in real time. Euler going to Coinbase. But I'm confused as to why. Did this thing just launch? Let's see. Let's see if this chart is actually... Oh, no, it's been around. I mean, it is up a little bit. And the yearly looks great on Euler. I don't even know what the hell this is. The lending super app. Lend, borrow, and swap without limits. Unparalleled capital efficiency. It's a modular lending platform allowing users to deploy and chain together their own customized lending markets in a permissionless manner. So it's a lending platform on ETH. Interesting. I would watch both of these, man. But I'm in on this bio play. It's a little smaller market cap. I got in at 100 mil, guys, so just full stop. But it is, we're going up. We're going up, baby. We're going up. Let's go. We're going up. I want to see this thing get back to like a billy. And then I'm going to be pissed that I only put 350 bucks in it. But hey, whatever. I think it's an interesting opportunity if it's going to get listed on Coinbase. Yeah, Zebek is ripping. I saw that. I got a decent position there. See, the issue I have with Zebek, though, and this is just being fully transparent here. Why is this liquidity so damn low? It's a $537 million market cap and liquidity. I mean, what is that? Is this the real one? Oh, yeah, this is. We're on the 1 hour. Let's go to the 1 day. Chart looks great. I mean, I can't talk anything about the chart. The chart looks phenomenal. And it's ripping. I mean, it looks good. But just know, if you're a big whale here and you're coming in here, this liquidity is so low. You're not going to be able to get out of your trade. It's a $539 million market cap. I mean, there should be millions of dollars in liquidity here. And there's not. So I don't know why that is. Again, I'm not fudding your bags or anything. I hold a little bit of this just because everybody was talking about it. So I bought a little bit here on the dip in early July. I think I bought it on this like kind of slow rip back up. So, I mean, I'm up on it. Fine. I mean, I didn't catch it way back here or whatever, but, and I'm not over leveraging myself or anything because that liquidity just, that worries me a little bit. Just being fully transparent with you guys. Yeah, I mean, I've heard of Jake Claver or whatever. I mean, listen, to say that XRP is going to be 3 to 4 digits by the end of the year, I don't see that. I'm just not a guy that's going to hype. I mean, so when XRP was 50 cents, I said that XRP could get to $7 to $10 in the next bull run. And this was in the middle of the bear market when XRP was at 50 cents. I liked $7 to $10. And where are we now? XRP's over $3 and I still like $7 to $10. I think that's fair. Do I want it to go to 100, 200, 300, 400? Hell yeah. That'd be great. That'd be great. But yeah, I mean, maybe down the road, right? 2030, 2035. We have to see what happens like once the Clarity Act's passed, once the ETFs are through and adoption actually happens. The big banks actually start to utilize the technology. Like all of this is speculative, right? But I'd much rather speculate on XRP than a lot of other things because they've got everything they need in order to be a huge big player. And they're already massive. I mean, they're basically a $200 billion company. They're the biggest US-based company in crypto. They're number 3 to Ethereum and Bitcoin. So, I mean, they've got huge, massive potential. There's no doubt about that. But to say it's going to go to $100 by the end of the year, I mean, guys, do you really believe that? That would be absurd. That would be absolutely absurd. I mean, and and some people may, that maybe that's not your style. Maybe you want to go to a YouTuber and you want to, you want them to tell you that, all of your positions are going to 100x and 1000x. I mean, I'm not that guy. So maybe, if that's what you're looking for, I'm not for you. But if you want realistic expectations, you want to find a way to actually build solid wealth in crypto, first off, sign up for the newsletter and then subscribe. I mean, subscribe to the channel, sign up for the free newsletter, and I'll give you guys my thoughts. They're different perspectives, different opinions, but here's the thing. If we go to the coin perspective and we put in XRP at $100, you've got to realize like what this means. Okay. I'm just not that guy that's going to give you everything's going to 1000x. You're going to be a multi gazillionaire tomorrow. Like, no, that's not how it works. You know what I mean? You got to play the long game here, man. And why isn't the coin perspective loading? I want to check this out here. I mean, hell, we could just go to ChatGPT. Where would the market cap of XRP be if it's $100 per coin? So here you go. I mean, it gives you the breakdown. If XRP reaches $100 and we use 55 billion XRP in circulation, we're talking about 5.5 trillion. The market cap of XRP would have to be 5.5 trillion. That's over a 4x the current market cap of all cryptocurrency combined. That would make XRP the most valuable crypto asset ever, far exceeding Bitcoin's historical peak market cap. I mean, this is a little outdated. It got over 2 trillion. But you see where I'm going here? I mean, could someday we see 5.5 trillion market cap for XRP alone? Yeah. I mean, but to say it's going to happen by the end of the year, guys, like that's outrageous. That's outrageous. Regardless, I mean, we're going to do extremely well. Yeah, I mean, listen, guys, yeah. People want to be told, what they want to hear. So that's, people want to go to people and your XRP is going to go to, a gazillion dollars tomorrow. I love XRP, guys, but I'm a realist. So there's a lot of people on here that are just trying to get your clicks and views with, XRP's going to 1,000 and here's why or whatever. Like, again, when XRP was 50 cents in the bear market, I was making videos. Nobody was watching. I said I like $7 to $10 this cycle. So we're on pace. We're on pace. But anyway, I got to get up on out of here. We have been live streaming almost an hour. I wanted to pop on this live stream with you guys for a little bit. We do have the Crypto Breakfast Club coming up later this morning. If you guys don't yet follow the Crypto Breakfast Club on X, you can find it on my X page. Follow me on X too. We do this every morning, 9:30 to 11:30, 2 hours every Monday through Friday. We have an X space. We've been doing it for over a year. Definitely come over there and join us. It is an amazing, amazing show. So many great minds and smart people. Definitely come check us out. If you're not yet following me on X, definitely do so. Highly encourage that. Oh, shout out to everybody listening on Rumble this morning too. Shout out to everybody over there. But yeah, come hang out with us in about 45 minutes on the Crypto Breakfast Club. It'll be a great show today. And definitely subscribe to the channel here on YouTube if you haven't already. Sign up for the free newsletter. It's totally free to do that. All right, there's a link down below for that. And yeah, appreciate you guys for watching, and have a great rest of your day. And stay locked in here. I'll be putting out a bunch of news and information for you throughout the day and the rest of the week as well. Don't go anywhere, guys. Crypto doesn't sleep. Appreciate you guys for watching. Peace.